Relation between classes. Classes, like objects, do not exist in isolation. Object-oriented (OOP) attempts to model real-world application as closely and possible and should therefore reflect these relationships between classes and objects. There are three basic kinds of relationships between objects: aggregation, composition, association, generalization. Aggregation, composition. These relationships occur between a total class and a part class that is a component of total. The implementation of this type of relationship is achieved by defining as an attribute an object of the other class that is part of. Objects of the total class are container objects. A container object is a one that contains other objects. In aggregation, class contain objects and do not other classes. Association specifies a semantic relationships between unrelated objects. These types of relationships allow you to create associations that capture the participants in a semantic relationship. It is a relationships between classes. It implies a semantic dependency. They are relationships of the type belongs to or is associated with. It occurs when a class uses another class to do something. And generalization of all the possible relationships between the different classes and objects. The inheritance relationships must be highlighted for its importance in all intersections. Relationships is a relationships between classes that share their structure and behavior. It is called simple inheritance when a class shares the structure and behavior of a single class. It is called multiple inheritance when a class shares the structure and behavior of several classes. For a programming language to be considered object-oriented, it must implement the inheritance mechanisms. The subclass or derivative class inheritance for the base class or superclass.